Very good morning, students. Welcome to my class. This is the first video lecture which I'm going to take today in 8th standard. As we have completed PA1 and we are going to start PA2 in this month, in the month of September. And the chapters which are coming in PA2 are chapter number 7 and chapter number 8, and that is cube and cube roots and comparing quantities. Okay. Then for SA1, we have the first chapter, that is chapter number 3, and that is understanding quadrilateral. So students, today we are going to start that chapter. That is chapter number 3, understanding quadrilaterals. As you have already learned about quadrilateral in the previous section or previous standard, we are going to discuss some more about quadrilateral. Hope you all are very clear about quadrilateral, as quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. And if we are talking about the types of quadrilateral, I think you are aware about parallelogram, square, trapezium, kite, etc. Okay, let's start this chapter. Okay, if you open your chapter, you get this first page and the chapter number 3, understanding quadrilateral. So let us discuss about quadrilateral in detail. First of all, I want to discuss about the definition of quadrilateral. As we have already discussed that a polygon with 4 sides. So just write the definition first. This is chapter number 3, and it is understanding quadrilateral. Okay. First of all, we are going to discuss about definition of quadrilateral. It is very simple. Polygon with 4 sides. Polygon with 4 sides uh, is said to be a quadrilateral. Is said to be a quadrilateral. Okay. If we draw a quadrilateral, we can draw any figure which has 4 sides. Suppose this ABCD is a quadrilateral, A, B, C, D. And if we are talking about quadrilateral, then we are going to now discuss about parts of quadrilateral. If we are discuss about parts of quadrilateral, then first thing is what? It has 4 vertices. It has 4 vertices, 4 angles, and 4 sides. That is in the given figure. If you are talking about this figure, in this figure, in this given figure, we have A, comma B, comma C, comma D are the vertices. AB, comma BC, comma CD, and DA are the sides, and angle A, comma angle B, comma angle C and angle D are the four angles of quadrilateral ABCD, or which is written as which is written as this shape and ABCD. Okay. Again, if we further discuss about this one, second thing is what? If you are looking this figure, if you draw, if you have drawn this figure on any plain paper, this figure divides this plane into two parts. One part is inside this figure, and one part is outside this figure. Inside this figure is said to be inside this figure is said to be interior. This is the interior. This is the interior part of, you can say, interior. Okay. And outside of this, suppose I have taken blue color for that one. Outside of this means whole part outside of this. Okay. And this is said to be exterior. Exterior part of quadrilateral. And if the points lie on the boundary point, that is said to be on the quadrilateral. That means we can write the part which lies inside, the part which lies inside of quadrilateral is said to be interior of quadrilateral, and and part which is not inside of quadrilateral is said to be exterior of quadrilateral. Hope it is very much clear to all of you. Now, third thing is what? If you observe the figure, there are two opposite vertices, and if we join these vertices with a line, suppose I have joined this A and C and this B and D. So this AC and BD are the nothing but these are the, you can say it, these are the diagonals diagonals of quadrilateral. Let's take any another color. Diagonal of, this can be said as diagonal diagonals of ABCD. Okay, that means line segment line segment joining the opposite vertices of quadrilateral is said to be diagonals of quadrilateral. In the given figure, in the given figure, AC and BD are the diagonals of quadrilateral ABC. Hope this part is clear to all of you. Now moving to the next topic. Now moving to the next topic of quadrilateral. That means we are going to classify the quadrilateral. Okay. Okay. Now classification of quadrilateral. And if we classify quadrilateral, we can classify quadrilateral as quadrilateral as a parallelogram, parallelogram, kite, and trapezium. Parallelogram is further divided into three parts, and that is rectangle, square, and rhombus. Okay. Mm, that means quadrilateral can be further divided into kite, trapezium, and parallelogram. And parallelogram is divided into rectangle, square, and rhombus. Right? If we level this one like इसको यदि हम लेवल कर दें तो ऐसे कर सकते हैं. This is the first part. This is the second part. And this is the third part. Okay. And this parallelogram is further divided into three parts. You can level like this one: rectangle, square, and rhombus. Let us look on one by one all these types. Parallelogram. If we draw a parallelogram, the figure will like this one. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. A, B, C, D, in which this side equals to this side and this side equals to this side. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, and AB is parallel to CD, and AD is parallel to BC. Okay, that means if in a quadrilateral opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it is said to be a parallelogram. And if in a parallelogram, if all the angles are 90 degree, then it is said to be a square. Parallelogram. Parallelogram in which all the angles are 90 degree, then that parallelogram is said to be a rectangle. Suppose this is a rectangle ABCD, in which this side equals to this side and this side equals to this side, and all the angles are 90 degree. That means angle A equals to angle B equals to angle C equals to angle D equals to 90 degree. And you can define square as a rectangle whose all the sides are equal. Rectangle whose all sides are equal. Right? You can draw the figure in this way: A, B, C, D. All the four sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. Now you can define rhombus as quadrilateral in which all the four sides are equal, or a parallelogram. Parallelogram in which all sides are equal. You can draw the figure in this way. A, B, C, D, all the sides are equal. And if we are moving to a kite, it is a quadrilateral in which adjacent sides are equal. You can write quadrilateral in which adjacent sides are equal. Okay, you can draw the figure in this way. This side equals to this side and this side equals to this side. A, B, C, D. Now we are moving to the trapezium, a quadrilateral in which one pair of quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite side sides are parallel. If you draw the figure, you can draw in this way. A, B, C, D. Here, AB is parallel to CD. These are the types of quadrilateral. Mainly, there are 6 types. Quadrilateral can be divided into mainly 3 types: parallelogram, kite, and trapezium. And parallelogram is further divided into 3 parts: rectangle, square, and rhombus. And one more thing, in parallelogram, diagonal bisect each other. That means if we join this and this, then if it intersect at point O, then this DO equals to OB and this equals to this. And in rectangle, the diagonals are equal. In square, the diagonals are equal and bisect each other. And in rhombus also, diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone. Now we are moving to the next part of this video. Okay, now again, if we discuss about the classification of quadrilateral on the basis of its diagonals, suppose we are considering only diagonals, then quadrilateral can be further divided into two types: quadrilateral on the basis of its diagonals. It is convex quadrilateral, convex and concave. Okay, now let us discuss convex and concave quadrilateral one by one. What do you mean by convex quadrilateral and what do you mean by concave quadrilateral? जिसको आप डिस्कस करोगे तो wait. One type is convex and the other type is concave. Quadrilateral in which the diagonal intersect inside the quadrilateral. If the diagonal intersect inside within the quadrilateral, if diagonals intersect inside of quadrilateral or interior of quadrilateral, then it is said to be convex quadrilateral. That means a quadrilateral in which all the angles are less than 180 degree, then it is said to be convex quadrilateral. That means whatever types we have discussed earlier, all the quadrilaterals are convex quadrilateral. See figure. In this figure ABCD, this diagonal will intersect what? If you join this A and C, and this, if you join this B and D, it intersect here. That is the inside part of a quadrilateral. It is a convex quadrilateral. And if the diagonal intersect outside of a quadrilateral, or if the diagonal does not intersect, the diagonals intersects outside of quadrilateral, then it is said to be concave quadrilateral. Let's have a look one figure. See, this is also a quadrilateral. A, B, C, D. If you draw the diagonal here, यदि आप इसके diagonal बनाओ, एक diagonal तो यहाँ पे आएगा AC, and the other diagonal will come outside. So this diagonal is not going to be meet inside of a quadrilateral. That's why it is said to be concave quadrilateral. Hope it is clear to everyone. Now, moving to the next part, that is polygon. We have already learned about polygon. Figure which is formed by line segments, closed figure which is formed by line segments are said to be polygons, right? And what do you mean by regular polygon? If we discuss about regular polygon, what do you mean by regular polygon? A polygon with all the angles and all sides are equal are said to be regular. Polygon with all sides and angles are equal is said to be regular polygon. Regular polygon. Example, you can say equilateral triangle, equilateral triangle. You can say square, or you can say regular hexagon, etc. Means whatever polygon is, you have to just write regular pentagon, regular hexagon, regular heptagon, okay, regular septagon. So these are the examples of regular polygon. And if all the angles and all the sides are not equal, then it is obviously it is said to be irregular polygon. If it is not like so, that can be said to be irregular polygon. I am not going to define that one. I think it is understood. Now write a note. Suppose you want to find the total angle, sum of total angles of any polygon. Just write this formula: sum of, first one, sum of angles of polygon is given by n minus 2 into 180. Second, if you have to find interior angle of regular polygon, interior angle of a polygon or regular polygon, we are talking about regular polygon is given by n minus 2 into 180 divided by n, right? And third one is exterior angle of polygon, exterior angle of polygon is given by sum of exterior angle of polygon is every time it is equals to 360. Fourth, number of sides of polygon number of sides of polygon is given by 360 divided by n, where n is number of sides of regular polygon. this is all about the introduction part of understanding quadrilateral. In this video, we are just going to discuss about the understanding part of quadrilateral. That means introduction part of quadrilateral. In the next video, we are going to start with exercise 3.1. Hope whatever I have explained today may be clear to all of you, and I hope you all are understood also. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you all. Meet in the next video. Thank you.